Bridget, what do you know so far?
Well, I can tell you guys it is a pretty chaotic scene. It looks as if police are sort of moving all of the teenagers that have gathered around Atlantic Station, moving them out. And as you can see, 17th Street is totally blocked. They are moving the crowd at this time. Now, initially, police said this was a call about shots being fired. However, we also heard from some other kids that this might have been fireworks that were involved as well. Still a pretty chaotic scene. Lots of roads are blocked off in this area. Of course, we'll continue to update you as we learn more information. For now, we're live off 17th Street. Bridget Spencer, Atlanta News First.
Let me ask. If a neighborhood has luxury apartments, if a neighborhood has high-end retail restaurants, security, and millions in investment, how does it turn into a danger zone overnight? Because that's exactly what just happened at Atlantic Station in Atlanta. They experienced gunfire, teen mobs, businesses closing, and the so-called leadership right now is acting shocked like this came out of nowhere. It did not. It did not come out of nowhere. So let's recap. Over the weekend, Atlantic Station turned into total chaos. They had hundreds of unsupervised teens flooding the area. They had fireworks, which turned into gunfire, apparently. They had people running for cover. Stores were getting locked down. Windows were getting shattered. Police swarming the area. And this was not some random back alley. No. This is a planned, high-end, mixed-use development. One that was built to be safe, built to be walkable and family-friendly. But instead, it looked like a war zone.
I want to know why you hiding behind me. I'm not your bulletproof vest. So you gonna hide behind me because I'm big? It's because I'm big?
I turned around and seen that little red 27 piece.
They shoot. Oh! Man, this is why I said that.
I'm going home. Where we going?
God damn, I thought they said. No, tell them to stay somewhere. Yes.
Go somewhere. Now. They're running.
Yeah, yes, they need to stay. Stay where you're at. I gotta get to my car. I gotta get my babies. In case somebody starts shooting. Fuck! They shooting again!
What they showed them.
They shooting,
Mimi, stay behind me. Because if anybody gets shot, I'd rather get shot before you, honey. Okay, I made it to the car. What's up, baby? Thank God my baby's okay.
And here's the part no one is talking about. This was not about kids just having fun on New Year's Eve. No, this was about no accountability. Atlantic Station already has rules. No accompanied minors after 3 p.m. They have curfews. They have security protocols. But rules don't mean anything when no one enforces them. Parents were not present. Security was overwhelmed. And the city, the leaders, silent until the damage was done. And now who pays the price for all this? Businesses.
As a shock.
Caught me off guard, big time. Didn't know it was happening until a couple days ago.
He lives nearby and says he comes to this grocery store 4 to 5 times a week.
Real convenient. You can come from, downstairs, underground, and just come up, from the elevator and boom, you're right there in the store.
Walking inside just one day before they close, the shelves are still full of food, but much of it marked down for customers. DSW and Banana Republic have also announced their upcoming closures.
Publix needs to stay. Hey.
Shortly after the initial announcement, some Atlantic Station residents concerned about the lack of a walkable grocery store rallied in front of Publix, urging them to reconsider the closure.
Now it's like, okay, I don't drive, so I'm going to Uber to get a dozen eggs? I don't think so. So it's going to take some adjustments.
Publix is gone. Banana Republic, gone. DSW, gone. And it's not because people don't want to shop. It's because no one wants to work or shop in a place that is in total chaos. And here's one of the more uncomfortable truths about this. It's not just about Atlantic Station. This is the same story that's playing out in city after city after city. Police with no enforcement. Leaders too afraid to be called too strict. And communities are paying the price. You see, when rules stop being enforced, order collapses. And once businesses leave, so do jobs. So does safety. So does opportunity. And that's not theory. That's reality.
Nights at Atlantic Station during the holidays, you'll see a sparkling tree, ice skating, and avenues of holiday lights. But for some that live here, like Satya Ban, Atlantic Station isn't as bright as it may seem.
And we're just supposed to look at the fancy lights and pretend like everything is okay.
Right now, the list of Atlantic Station businesses closing is growing longer. We just learned Banana Republic will close by the end of January. Same with DSW. And Publix is closing its doors December 27th.
People without cars are kind of scrambling because we don't have a grocery store that's walking distance or easy to get to safely.
Atlantic Station, home to roughly 6,000 residents and 9 million annual visitors, opened in 2005, revitalized using tax revenue as a live, work, play community. That tax allocation district funding expired a year ago. And for Ban, as businesses continue to close, ownership is not keeping that all-in-one promise.
You're literally seeing a community that was in creation for 20 years crumbling in front of you. The mismanagement of Atlantic Station by Heinz and Morgan Stanley that have created rent hikes and then just ignoring safety issues in Atlantic Station.
So here's the question. And this is the question we should all be asking. Who is responsible? Because you cannot demand luxury living while excusing lawlessness. No. You can't demand investment while tolerating chaos. No. And you can't blame the quote unquote system when parents refuse accountability, because at some point, someone has to say enough is enough. Atlantic Station was supposed to be the blueprint. Instead, it's becoming a warning sign. You see, when leaders refuse, so-called leaders refuse to enforce rules, when parents refuse responsibility, and when accountability disappears, the entire system collapses, and it collapses fast. This is not about politics. This is about order, because without order, nothing else works. So the real question is this: how many more places have to fall apart before people admit what the problem actually is? Because once businesses leave, they do not come back. And when that happens, the community pays the price. What do you think?